Hey guys, welcome to Jack's Beautiful You. Today's video I am super excited about. Today we're going to be talking about my 10 favorite fragrances from my 10 favorite houses. Now, a little disclaimer here, this could change tomorrow, okay? I'm always discovering new fragrances and I'm always discovering new perfume houses. So these are just currently my favorite houses and currently my favorite perfumes from the house. In order for it to qualify, in order for me to say this is one of my favorite houses, I have to have tried several of the fragrances from the house. I have a lot of houses that I have only like one or two that I absolutely love from the house, but I haven't tried the majority of their fragrances, so I didn't feel comfortable saying that they were one of my favorite houses. You know what I mean? So if you're new here, hi, my name is Jackie. Thank you so much for clicking on my thumbnail today. I really appreciate you being here. To my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much for all your continued support. If you are not subscribed to my channel, I hope you will consider subscribing. And without further ado, let's get into this video. All right, these are in no particular order. I love all of these houses. I've tried several from the house. I like a lot that I've tried from each of these houses. Let's start off with Chanel. I do own quite a few Chanel fragrances. I really enjoy the House of Chanel. This one was difficult for me to pick my favorite because I have three that could have fit into the #1 spot that I absolutely love, but if I'm truly honest with the one that I wear the most, it would be Chance Eau Tendre the Eau de Parfum. This one I wear quite often, and this one is one of my absolute favorite perfumes, not just from Chanel, but in my entire collection. There's something about this perfume that just feels so special to me, even though it is very simple. It is an effortless, elegant, timeless, classic, super sophisticated, but yet very easy to wear. It's an easy reach for me. This is quince, this is rose, this is musk. This is absolutely beautiful, very feminine. You could dress this up or you can dress it down. This is the Eau de Parfum, so I get decent performance out of this one. The Eau de Toilette I felt like had pretty poor performance on me. So that is by Chanel Chance Eau Tendre the Eau de Parfum. Up next we have Amouage. Now this is a house that is new to being one of my top favorite houses. I used to think I didn't like this house at all, but I revisited a lot of fragrances from Amouage. I only own 3 currently, but I have several more that I want to add into my collection. And I just absolutely love this house. And I haven't tried everything, and there are some fragrances I've tried from the house that I don't like, but for the most part, I enjoy most of the fragrances I've been trying from the house. So far, my favorite, this is a difficult one. It was between this one and Love Tuberose, but I think this one is my favorite. This is Sunshine Woman. This one is just mind-blowingly good to me. This made like my eyes roll in the back of my head. This is such a good performing fragrance. This has the most beautiful tobacco in here. It's smooth, it's light, it's not, to me, it doesn't smell smoky at all. It just smells like a gorgeous apricot, tobacco, vanilla fragrance. So there's black currant here, but there's osmanthus, and that's where I'm getting the apricots from. To me, the osmanthus smells like apricots. I pick up a slightly spicy tobacco, apricot, vanilla, delicious fragrance with really great performance, and this one just makes me happy. Every time I smell this fragrance, it lifts my mood. This perfume must release like extra dopamine in my brain when I smell it because every time I smell it, I'm just like, uplifted instantly. Sunshine and the color of this bottle I feel like is a great fit to this perfume because it really is a mood booster. So that is by Amouage, Sunshine Woman. All right, up next we have the House of Oud. Now I only have 2 fragrances in my collection from the House of Oud, but I have several more that I have tried that I will be adding into my collection. I actually have one on its way to me right now as we speak, so I will show that to you in a haul video. But so far, even out of the ones that I've tried and the new ones that are coming into my collection, my favorite still remains Dates Delight. I absolutely love this. One of my favorite perfumes. This is so good. And I don't hear enough people talking about this. This is underrated. This is a delicious semi-gourmand. It has this dark, deep, almost like baking dates in here. It has honey, it has sugar, it's sweet, but then the base is what makes it kind of go out of gourmand territory just a little bit. It makes it more of a semi-gourmand because the base is a little bit darker. There's cinnamon, there's caramel, there's tonka bean. Like I said, there's sugar, there's honey. It's delicious. I absolutely love this. But this kind of has like a Middle Eastern twist to my nose. It's like this delicious date dessert with like a tiny Middle Eastern base. This is definitely fall, winter. This is one of my favorite perfumes to wear in the fall. Right when the leaves are turning color and it's starting to get, you know, real crisp outside, that kind of, you know, sweater weather. This is a sweater weather perfume. I love it, and the performance is outstanding. So still remains to be my number one from the House of Oud. This is Dates Delight. All right, up next we have Parfums de Marly. I really struggled with this one. I don't know, you guys. It's between this and Delina Exclusive, but I honestly think that I prefer this fragrance over Delina Exclusive just a little bit, but yeah, this one was a tough call. This is Herod. I freaking lost my mind over this perfume. I still lose my mind when I smell this. This is so delicious. This is not just for men, okay? This is definitely a unisex fragrance. If you are a woman and you're scared of this perfume because it's marketed towards men, you got to get your nose on this. If you like warm, spicy cinnamon, tobacco, and vanilla scents, get your nose on this perfume. It is perfectly fine for a woman or a man to wear. My husband loves to wear this one. I love to wear this one. This one smells like the holidays. The cinnamon in here is absolutely delicious. The tobacco in here is fantastic. And I get a lot of vanilla in here as well. I didn't really know that I liked unisex fragrances when I first tried this. I actually was in a store and I was sniffing all the women's Parfums de Marly. And just for fun, I decided to go over to the men's, and I smelled this one, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how in love I am with this perfume. Definitely a top 10 for life for me. I cannot be without Herod. It is absolutely delicious. So that is by Parfums de Marly, Herod. All right, up next we have the House of BDK. This is a house that I really enjoy quite a bit, and I have 3 fragrances in my collection. One of them's a decant, but it will be full bottle. And I have several other from the house that eventually will be added into my collection because I absolutely love them. For the most part, BDK is more of a yes than it is a no. I've tried a couple of fragrances from the house that I don't like, but mostly I like just about everything that they offer. And this was difficult because, yeah, I really struggled picking my favorite, but I have to go with this one. This is Velvet Tonka. This one just feels so much like me. Now, this is... I know it doesn't look like I've dipped into this bottle much, but I finished an entire decant of this fragrance first. So I've worn this fragrance a ton. I had a 10 ml decant first that I had bought, and when I was done with that 10 ml, I bought this bottle. So don't pay attention to the fill line. Don't look at it and be like, she don't even wear that perfume, you know, what is she talking about? No, this really is truly one of my favorites, and I absolutely love the way this smells, and it just smells like a Jackie perfume. I haven't smelled this in a minute. I haven't really worn this that much lately, just because I have so many perfumes I've been testing and trying, and this hasn't been on my tray. But I really think that this could be a signature scent for me. If I didn't own so many perfumes and I actually had a signature scent, this is one that would be a contender for sure. This has almond and orange blossom in the opening, which I think is fantastic. And then it has some tobacco in here, which I love that as well. It has rose oil, it says, but to me, it translates more into like this cherry blossom feel. I get this like cherry blossom vibe in this perfume. I'm not sure. It's probably coming from the almond. Slight tobacco, heavy on the vanilla, lots of vanilla and tonka bean in here, and it's delicious. This perfume reminds me of Easter. This is one of my favorite springtime fragrances. That's when I like to wear this the most, in the spring. It's very nostalgic. It's very comforting. This is a comforting fragrance. It just makes me feel warm and cozy. And I absolutely love Velvet Tonka by the House of BDK. All right, a newer house that I discovered, I think it was just this year, is Argos. And I have been obsessed with that house lately. The bottles are just everything. The bottles are so gorgeous, and I really like the house. I've been working with them a little bit. I do have an affiliate code with them, so I'm not just saying this because I have an affiliate code. I choose who I work with, and I only work with brands that I truly love. And Argos just impressed the socks off of me. Plus, they're so friendly. Like, they're so nice. That whole brand is just such a good house, in my opinion. They have decent prices for niche as well. Like their prices are not affordable, but they're not outrageous for what you get. I really like the house. I'm a fan. So I have 3 from the house so far. Definitely plan on adding more into my collection, but hands down, my favorite perfume from the house is Triumph of Bacchus, which I paid for this with my own money. I actually had tried this one. This is why they contacted me, is because I had tried this before I even had talked to them. They saw me raving about this and contacted me and asked me if I wanted to collaborate with them, and I said absolutely. 100%. This was love at first sniff. This one beats even Herod for me as far as the best. This is the best tobacco fragrance I've ever smelled. I cannot wait to wear this. This is a fall and winter scent for me, so I haven't been wearing it recently just because, you know, this is very fall winter for me. But when fall hits, this is the first fragrance I will be grabbing for, and I will be wearing this probably nonstop. My husband really likes this one too. This is perfectly unisex. I don't think this is more masculine. I think this fits perfectly straight down the middle. So this has rum in it. It has some green apple. I think there's some peach in here, but I don't pick up peach. I pick up the green apple though. I pick up this green apple. I definitely pick up the saffron in here, and I get this like boozy quality to the fragrance, which I absolutely love. And then there's tonka bean, there's patchouli. There are some florals in here, but I don't really pick up florals very much. I definitely get the tobacco and the vanilla. Definitely in the dry down. It's very warm. It's very ambery. There's some sandalwood in here as well. I cannot say enough good things about this fragrance, and I've told you guys this before, and I don't use this word very often. I don't use masterpiece too often, but I truly, genuinely believe this fragrance is a masterpiece. I think it's just outstanding. So that is by the House of Argos, Triumph of Bacchus. All right, up next we have the House of Kayali. Kayali has been one of my favorite houses since I tried Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. That's where it all started. I tried Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. I lost my mind. I absolutely fell in love with that perfume. I couldn't shut up about it, and I still really love that perfume. I don't love it as much as I used to, but that used to be my favorite Kayali ever. And then this one came along and knocked it out, and this is Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli 64. Now this is a very, very polarizing fragrance, okay? Lots of people have different opinions on how this smells. This is polarizing in how it smells. It's polarizing whether or not people like it. So all I can do is tell you guys what I get out of this perfume, because I think people interpret it differently. This to me is very boozy. It starts out with a lot of rum and it's super boozy. You've got to be into boozy fragrances to like this. Right after that, I get a lot of the patchouli. There is a lot of patchouli, but it is absolutely beautiful in my opinion. It is a sugared, sweet, clean smelling patchouli. I don't get earthiness from this fragrance. I don't really pick up oud. I pick up a tiny bit of the leather, but then I get a lot of the sugar. I get a lot of the vanilla, and I'm starting to get the creme brulee. When I first reviewed this fragrance, I didn't get a ton of creme brulee, but now that this has macerated, I'm picking up a lot more on creme brulee feel, which I love. It just makes it even better to me. This is such a gorgeous fragrance, plus the performance of this is outstanding on me. I can smell this on me all day. It's actually pretty strong. This is a good fall winter fragrance. This reminds me of like a New Year's Eve fragrance. This is what I would wear on New Year's Eve to like go party, because it's so boozy, you know, and it's sexy, and I just absolutely love it. Plus I love the gold bottle. So that is by Kayali Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli 64. All right, up next we have the House of Lancôme. And this is a designer fragrance house that I think really deserves to be recognized, because they create really good value for money in my opinion. I feel like this is a designer house that really never lets you down on performance. I think they are really good value for the money. I think they have a lot of really good quality fragrances. And my favorite from the house is Idole Aura. This is a summertime fragrance for me. This is salt and rose, which kind of translates into watermelon. This is lots and lots of vanilla. I just love wearing this one in the summertime. This is a compliment getter for me, and this is a long-lasting, beautiful fragrance. Super feminine. I will warn you though, if you don't like salt in your fragrances, I don't think you're gonna like this. If you do like salty fragrances, if that happens to work with your skin chemistry, definitely don't sleep on this one. Like I said, if you're looking for something to wear in the summertime that will last you the entire day and get you compliments, then you need to check out Eat All Aura from Lancome. All right, really quick, I'm just going to go over this one. I talk about this one all the time, and I just did a ranking of all my Xerjoff perfumes. So I absolutely love the House of Xerjoff. It is top, maybe my #1 favorite house. I don't know, but it's up there. It's definitely in the top 3 for sure. I absolutely love Xerjoff. Now, not every single Xerjoff works for me, but for the most part, Xerjoff works for me. And I own quite a few Xerjoffs in my collection. My favorite is Dama Bianca. You guys already know this. I did that ranking video, and so I won't talk about this too much, but this is kumquat, lime, some florals. It's got some delicate powdery vanilla that I feel is perfect for the summertime. It's like a summertime vanilla for me. And then it also has some woodiness in the base. I love the kumquat and lime combo. I think it's a super unique citrusy type of smell that you really don't find anywhere else. Yeah, I love this one, you guys. This is feminine. This is a good wedding scent. If you're a bride and you're looking for a really special wedding day scent, this would be a good one. Or even if you're a guest at a wedding, I feel like this would be good. The performance is okay. I wish it was a little bit better, but if I overspray it, I get decent performance. So I've already been through an entire 30 ml of this perfume and bought 100 ml, in case you're wondering why there's not a dent in here. Yeah, I've already been through an entire 30 ml. Love this perfume to death. This is a top 10 for life for me. That is Dama Bianca by Xerjoff. All right, this last one I talk about all the time, and I'm really quickly going to go over this one. I love the House of Kilian for the most part. I don't always love everything they come up with, but for the most part, I'm a pretty big fan of Kilian. I do wish their fragrances lasted just a little bit longer. However, my favorite one from Kilian and my favorite perfume in my entire collection is Angel Share. And this one I get amazing performance. I have no issues. I never have. Even when I first got it, it didn't need to macerate for the performance to be good on me. I've always found this to be a fantastic performing perfume. I think there are some people that don't agree, but for me, I don't have an issue. This is a very boozy, cinnamon, apple pie feeling fragrance with oak notes in the base. I love the oak that's in here because it rounds the fragrance out and it just makes it, I haven't smelled this in a hot minute. I never get tired of it. But the oak really does help to ground the fragrance and keep it from being too over the top sickly sweet, because this is pretty sweet. To me, this feels like it leans more feminine because of the sweetness, but I can definitely see a man wearing this as well. It's really kind of just unisex. Maybe a touch more on the feminine side. Love this perfume. This perfume reminds me of Christmas. It reminds me of the holidays. I love wearing this one for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I will always have a bottle of Angel Share in my collection. All right, you guys, that's it for today's video. Those are my 10 favorite houses and my 10 favorite perfumes from those houses. I want to hear from you. Let me know what you think of these fragrances. Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you want to try them? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope everybody is having a fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye!